So you want to go full time in your coaching business. You want to actually hit some 10K months consistently so that you feel comfortable transitioning into coaching full time. But you're doing all the things, right? You're showing up, you are creating the content, you're posting, you're engaging with your audience, you are, you know, doing just all the things that the gurus are telling you to do, all the strategies. But you're not finding that it's really landing with your audience. You're not really finding that you are really growing and sustaining a predictable income in your business, in your coaching business. And the reason for that is because you yourself, you're not positioning your offer, your signature offer, in a way that truly speaks to action takers, right? You're not speaking to your audience who are actively looking and searching for your solution, for your offer. And so in this episode of the Daily Dose, I'm going to be breaking down how my clients are able to build signature offers that their clients they can't resist. They're obsessed with it. They can't resist. The reason why my clients are able to do this is because we walk hand in hand through their treasure trial. And this is my framework that I help them to really be able to go deep and really be able to pull out the treasure from their trials, pull out the purpose from their pain, right? Pull out the profitable passive income that can come from some of the most painful situations that they've gone through, right? Like being able to really showcase how they've been able to overcome their problems. And now that they've been able to overcome their problems, they help others overcome their current problems, and they're being paid grossly with that, right? Because of that. And so it's really important that you create a signature framework that not only speaks to your audience's pain point, but also aligns with your God-given purpose. And this is the work that I help my clients to do. And this is why they're able to build these signature frameworks that are successful, bringing them success, right? And helping them and guiding them into transitioning into coaching full time. And the reason why we're speaking about this today on this episode of the Daily Dose, which is doses for divine overflow of spirit-led empowerment. For those of you who are not familiar with me, my name is Janel Ranée. I am your faithologist. I'm a certified life and business mindset coach, and I help you to transition into coaching full time without chasing clients, without self-sabotaging and burning out, and without having to sacrifice time with your family. Because, hey, that's why you started your business, to be present with your family, right? And so I think it's really important that we dive into what the Lord has given for me to talk to you about. It really stemmed off of yesterday. So yesterday, my husband, actually, it's not just yesterday. So my husband's been in the market looking for a truck. He's been wanting a truck for a while, and he's been hinting at it. And, he's been saying he wants a truck. And he, just yesterday, literally paid cash and pulled off the lot with a beautiful truck. Right. And so he knew the stats. He knew what he wanted. He was going after, he knew exactly what he wanted. He knew the make he wanted. He knew the model he wanted, the color he wanted. He knew he wanted it to be under a certain mileage. He knew the year that he wanted it to be under. He knew the stats. He knew what he was looking for. He had the cash in hand. Well, in his account, he knew he was ready to buy. He was actively shopping and looking for a solution. He wanted a truck and he was actively looking. So he scrolled through a bunch of listings and really narrowed down his choices. And we went from lot to lot, really looking at these. It was about 3 choices that he had in particular that he wanted to look into. And so we drove, to all these different lots, and he literally drove off the lot yesterday after test driving about 3 cars or so. He literally drove off the lot with the car that he really wanted. And I'm just so happy for him, right? And this is really to really tell you the importance of positioning your offer for people who are already seeking to buy, people who are actively looking for your solution. And so I do have an acronym for you, D.R.I.V.E. okay? Because my husband literally drove off the lot yesterday, and he was able to find his beautiful car. He wasn't just looking for any vehicle, right? It wasn't just any vehicle. The same with you. Your clients are not just looking for any offer or any coach. They're specifically looking for you. They're looking for you because your story is is unique. Why can't I speak? Your story is unique. Your strategies, the way in which you implement your system, your just your processes, they're different, they're unique to you. And so we're going to dive into this DRIVE acronym that I have for you. And so when you are building out, the reason why my clients are able to build signature offers that their clients can't resist is because I guide them through, like I said, my signature framework, one of my frameworks, which is the treasure trial framework. Sorry, my son was texting me. So I guide them through the treasure trial framework, but in this live, I'm going to be breaking down the DRIVE acronym because, you know, the Lord always speaks to me in acronyms. And so, so the first one is the D, right? So the D, distinctive. You want to make sure that your signature offer is standing out. Your signature offer must stand out. It's unique to you. It's not a copy paste of what everyone else is doing. So it has your story. It has your strengths. It has your strategies. It has your systems. It has your sauce. Okay. It has your sauce. It's unique to you. No one else has your story. And if they do implement similar strategies, it's not tied to your same story. And so people are looking, your audience, your clients are actively looking for your distinction. And this is why it's important to share your story in your offer and to implement a signature offer that is in alignment with with the trial that you've actually triumphed over. Right. And so when I'm literally creating an offer with my clients, we're creating a signature offer based off of their own trial, and we're finding the treasure in their trial. And so it's a trial that they've been able to triumph over, and they create a trail for someone else. They go out, they testify about it, and the treasures come in. And this is the format we use. And it literally allows your offer, your signature offer, to be distinctive. No one else, your clients will never get this offer from anyone else because it's unique to you. It's not a copy paste, right? And so the next letter in the DRIVE acronym is going to be rooted. Okay, rooted. It must be anchored in your God-given calling, in your calling. And so it's not from a place of pressure or trends or comparison to other people's audience. It's literally rooted in your truth, your journey, your triumphs, your trails, your uniqueness. Like it's rooted in your God-given purpose, right? I mentioned before how God will use our pain to birth purpose. And that's exactly what it is when your offer is rooted in your own story. It's rooted in your God-given calling in this season. All right. And so the next letter in the DRIVE acronym, the I, is irresistible. Your signature offer, your clients, they feel it. Okay. Clients feel this is it, right? They feel like they know this is the offer. Like my husband, he knew that was the truck he wanted. When he drove it, he was like, yes, this is what I want. He literally went, swiped his debit card and paid for it cash and drove off the lot yesterday. All right. Clients feel this. They feel this is it. My husband felt it. He's like, this is it. This is my truck. Because your signature offer directly addresses their desires and struggles. Right? Like your offer is specifically detailed to directly address what it is that they truly desire and what are the things that they're struggling with, that they really want to overcome. You've been able to overcome those things, and now you need to speak to that. When you speak to that and you're speaking to people they got their money, they literally have their cards. They're walking. My husband had his debit card in hand, ready to buy. And this is how you need to see your clients. They are ready to buy. They've had it up to here. They're frustrated with their struggles right now. They're ready to step into the desired life that they want. They're ready for this. And so they're actively seeking you out. They're actively looking for you. And so when you're marketing your business, when you're showing up and you're speaking about your offer, you need to be speaking to people who are ready to buy, they're action takers. The reason why you're probably not seeing the sales come in is because you're still speaking to block clients. This is one of the strategies that I discussed inside of my Business by Belief Accelerator. I teach about how important it is to not speak to block clients, but to speak to your best clients. They're brilliant, they're energetically aligned, they're self-sufficient, and they're trustworthy. You need to be speaking to your best clients, your dream clients to work with. Not to people who are blocked, not to people who are blocked financially, emotionally, intellectually, they're blocked. Not to speak people who are lazy, just waiting for you to hand them the results and not willing to put any work in. Not to people who are aimless, they have no vision. My husband had a vision. He saw himself in this truck before he physically was able to actually acquire the truck, right? You're not speaking to people who are hesitant. My husband was not hesitant. He was ready to buy. So you need to be speaking to people who are ready to buy. All right. And so now moving on. So for the DRIVE acronym, we are going to jump into the letter V, which is viable. So your offer, you want to make sure your signature offer is something you can deliver consistently and sustainably without overcomplicating it, overstuffing it, and burning out. You want to make sure your offer is viable, okay? It's something that you can actually grow with. You want to make sure that it's not something, because I mentioned, was it yesterday's live or the live before, where oftentimes you're probably the real reason, I think the title is the real reason why you're not selling, is because you're subconsciously blocking, your subconscious mind is blocking you because you're so hesitant to sell it. And your audience is picking up on that hesitation. They're picking up on that hesitant energy, and they can't put their finger on it, but they're like, there's something off. I don't know what it is, but I don't feel like I want to buy her offer, because you yourself, you're like, you've overstuffed your offer so much with all these deliverables that you don't want to sell it. Because if you sell it, that means you got to deliver on all of the promises that you've placed in there. So you want to make sure that your offer is a well balance between what your clients need for the transformation and also something that is going to be sustainable for you as their coach. And so you don't want to burn yourself out by having all these different offers, right? All these different one-on-ones, like 2 one-on-ones a week or whatever the case may be. I'm being dramatic, but like you want to make sure that it's something sustainable. And so I help my clients to literally go through their signature framework to be able, I have an acronym for signature, to really be able to break down step by step what their offer container is going to look like so that you are not burning yourself out, but still delivering results for your clients. All right, so the V is viable. And now lastly, for the E, we're going to jump into easy to sell. When your signature offer is uniquely designed to your story, there's a level of conviction that comes, certainty that comes, confidence that comes when you're showing up to sell it. So selling becomes natural. It becomes joyful. It becomes fun because you believe in the transformation your signature offer brings to your clients. You believe in it. You've been able to live it. You've been able to experience it and overcome it. You know the steps that you took and how you've been able to triumph over that trial. And now you're able to help others do the same. And so it's like selling like the cure to cancer, right? If you knew you had the cure to cancer and can save hundreds and thousands of lives, why wouldn't you tell the world? Why wouldn't you shout it from the rooftop? This is how it is with your business and with your offer. It's going to be easy to sell because it's natural to you. It's in alignment with your story. It's alignment with your strengths. It's in alignment with your strategies, right? It's your experience. It's your education. It's your years of expertise. It's your essence. And so because it's your essence, it's easy to sell. It lights you up to talk about it, leading to me speaking to you about Craft Your Signature Offer Workshop. Inside of the Craft Your Signature Offer Workshop, you're able to create your signature offer that your clients will not be able to resist. We go through step by step how to build out your signature offer, right? And so this is the first step inside of my Business by Belief Accelerator, where I'm helping you to not only build out your business so that you can transition into coaching full time, but I do it with being able to heal any broken belief systems that are hindering your growth and self-sabotaging you. And also, we do it with really healing and regulating nervous system, because your automatic nervous system is linked to your subconscious beliefs. And so when you heal your subconscious beliefs, it also regulates your nervous system to feel safe to show up, to feel safe with success of your business, to feel safe with more money, for holding more money, wealth. Ooh, the Lord gave me a word this morning. Listen, the Lord literally was like, wealth is your baseline. Abundance, prosperity, that's baseline in the kingdom of God. Remember when Adam and Eve, when God created Adam and Eve, he put them in a garden of abundance, a garden of prosperity, a garden of wealth. There was gold, literally gold all around them. Abundance is more than enough. There's more than enough for you and your family and your friends and everyone. There's more than enough for everyone to have more than enough with more than enough left over. That is abundance. And it's an essence. It's an identity. It's who you are. It's your birthright as a child of God, as a descendant of Abraham. This is an abundant promise that the Lord has made to us through Jesus. And so, listen. Woo, woo, woo. When you have a belief of abundance, I'm telling you, this is what you're going to attract. You're going to attract more abundance because you see it all around you. So your reticular activating system literally pinpoints, it's like, it's filtering out bits, millions of bits of information, processing all this information around you and honing in on what it is that you're believing for. So if you're believing for scarcity, your reticular activating system is literally going to be searching out for scarcity, for lack, right? However, if you're searching and you know that you are abundantly blessed through Christ and all things always work out for your good, Romans 8:28, and you know that Jesus himself came, died and rose again and to bring you life and bring you life more abundantly. When you believe that and you anchor onto the beliefs of God and nothing else can shatter that, you show up differently. You believe differently. You train your automatic nervous system to seek the abundance that's all around you. The enemy comes and he wants to steal that. He comes to steal, kill, and destroy. But when you are already, your frequency is already matched with abundance. That's all you need. God's love, God's abundance. I could go on and on and on and on. I'm just so passionate about this because the enemy wants to steal from you. He wants to rob you. He did it with Eve in the garden. He had her focus on the one tree she couldn't have. He had her focus on all the abundance around her. And he had her focus on one thing she could not have. And because of it, it was the downfall. But thank God for Jesus. And so I am going to get off of my tangent right now. But yes, I pray that this has been a true blessing to you. Your clients are ready to drive off the lot with your offer. And so you want to make sure that it is distinctive. You want to make sure it's rooted in your identity, in your purpose, in your calling. You want to make sure it's irresistible to them. You want to make sure that it's viable and can scale and that it's easy to sell. All right. And so go ahead and DM me, DM me. I'm not on Instagram. Be sure to comment belief, and I'll send you the application for the Business by Belief Accelerator, where I go deeper in this work with you. All right. And so I pray that this has been a blessed episode of the Daily Dose, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.